shutting off at 5, people. You need to know that.
Middle star in that belt of Orion. It's about 2,000 light years from Earth. They are a colony from the Mesa star system from which they descended and are now much more human looking than the other group that I mentioned earlier. They're an average of 7 feet tall and very slender. Their skin is pale brown to pale gray. Their eyes are indigo in color with a clear blue pupil. Members are able to materialize from third density to ninth. Their ships are capable of both interdimensional and interdensity travel. The race are hermaphroditism, meaning that within each being is both sexes, but when they want to have babies, they polarize and pick one or the other for during the mating, and so they polarize it to either male or female. The Mesa Duran live on the planet Darius in the star system Darhu. Mesa, which means mesa in English, Darhu. They are an extremely ancient race. They shifted completely into 5th density and above to avoid the Alpha Draco. Because of this, they can shapeshift, but rarely use that ability. They look after the electromagnetic grid of the universe. And it is for this reason that they are in the Earth system, to reestablish balance. So they keep it balanced between dark and light, and if it gets too one way or the other, they maintain the balance. The one or the other is getting in total self-service to itself. They travel in etheric interdimensional vessels, which are light ships, which appear as geometric shapes, and the head structure looks like this. Next species, the Arella, are an extremely mysterious race. They originate in the constellation of Vigicus. Their planet is 19.6 light years away from Earth. They have 2 genders, male and female. They're mostly 5th density now, and are mostly an invisible race to those at the 3rd density. Those that are 5th density are capable of interdimensional resonance travel, which they call, what we call quantum travel, where you match the frequency, kind of like in Dune, if you remember the old Dune movie, where you match the frequency of where you want to be, and you let go of the frequency of where you are, and you're there. So they're capable of that, and they do that automatically. It's very easy for them. When visible, they appear as a green light body with a glowing red light from within, which appears to be about 3 feet high. That's for the ones that are of 5th density. So they look like somewhat like that. So you get this green outline and this red energy all around them. The next race is the Gimbo, often mistaken as Zeta Reticuli or gray. Their entire culture is completely opposite of these races of the Zeta Reticuli, the various Zeta Reticuli. They are related to the Slipsy Ray, but are mixed with an indigenous race that were the original inhabitants of Mauru when they first arrived here. And that's where their home planet is now, is Mauru. They originally came from Cygnus in the vortex from a parallel universe. So that's the same with the Zeta Reticuli, who are their distant cousins. And so they came through a vortex, which is in Cygnus, to get to this universe. They now come from the planet Mauru of the Procyon star system, which is a binary star system. Their star is a white dwarf in the constellation Canis Minor. This system is 11.4 light years from Earth. They are very intelligent, still breed naturally, in other words, not through cloning with 2 sexes. They live about 150 years. The children have hair on their heads until they near adulthood and they lose the hair. They are extremely technologically advanced. So this is how they look in adulthood.